45 minutes remaining in the session. A Fraz Ali in Sudkov hairpin is P1. Steven Pommels in chicane is P8. Mateusz Maj in start finish is third. Oswine Wilson from British Virgin Islands in start finish straight is fifth. Mateusz Maj in Sudkov hairpin is P3. Marlon Young in start finish is P2.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but
Testing, testing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to round 3 of the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club DTM Championship. Alright, everything seems to be working. Welcome, everyone. We're just, once again, waiting for drivers to file into the server. We currently have 10 drivers in so far. So yeah, we're just waiting for a couple more to show up. We should be looking at around 16 car grid today. Alright, welcome everyone. My name is Rowlands. I will be your current host for the practice session only, and then I'll let the bot take over for qualifying and the race. Today we are driving at Avus in Berlin, Germany. This track has hosted the Formula 1 German Grand Prix back in the 50s. Obviously, what you're looking at right now is the 1999 layout of the track. This did not look like this. The final turn, the Nordschleife, used to be I think it was like a 40-degree angle banking. Way higher, like way higher you would find it like Daytona or Talladega. Like that, that banking, I respect the drivers back then who really, you know, push their limits onto those onto those kind of tracks, because the track was literally just 2 highways going up and down, and then a big like banking like that. But you know, we're not running that. We are running the last year that DTM held. The last event was in 1999. They ran it at this configuration of the track, and yeah, so that is what we are going to be driving with in the 3rd round, as we are watching all the drivers give it their all. I'll just pop up on the screen the times of the week so far, so you can find out how close all these times were, because oh my goodness, these times were way too close. So, if you've been following our championship, as you know, we calculate the most amount of laps that are done in a practice session and the fastest laps. And these laps and the fastest lap, these are all calculated from Sunday to the end, midnight of Saturday morning. So that's the time you got to practice. So that's what all these drivers were doing. I'll pull up the times now. So here on screen we have our well, I got the leaderboard in the way. But yeah, so we have who is it? I think it was. So we have 923 laps. I know Alfred was putting in a lot of laps last night. But our fastest time was done by Sára. I have no idea if she improved. I don't think she did just yet. Actually, it looks like Alfred is the fastest time. But last night, Sára did take the half point. And if I just bring up here, it was it was Alfred who had done the most laps with 846 laps, and as you can see there, he's done 924. So yeah, a lot of these drivers really preparing for this race, because this race is definitely for big points. Of course, every race counts, but this race will not see the likes of Justin Nasir, or Tommi Gore, or Kurt Moss, at least for now with Kurt Moss. The top 3 from the very first round is not here. We know that Justin Nasir had plans to compete in today's Rolex 24 in iRacing, so hopefully he does well there. As for Tommy, we know that he did not, he already said that he was not going to be able to join us this evening. And Kurt Moss, we've seen him do some practice laps, so if he does come on, definitely a huge opportunity to pull back the championship, especially from last round where we saw Sára enter the championship picture with her first win in CMRC. Big congratulations to her from last round. That was crazy. If you haven't seen that race, we have highlights on the channel. Highly recommend you guys go check that out. But it was Justin Nasir who took second position. A lot of mistakes throughout that race, not one of his best. And yeah, definitely has to claw back some points. Not in this round though, because he's not going to be here. Maybe if he does show up, it will be a last minute. But if he doesn't, the last 3 rounds, he is going to have to climb back heavy to get some good points on the board. But if you are new here, welcome, welcome. This is the 3rd round of the CMRC DTM Championship. We are currently at Avus, Germany. In Berlin, Germany, I should say. I'll actually bring up the current points right now. Give me 2 seconds here. All right, this is coming straight from our Discord. Actually, you know what? It's a smaller image. Let's see if I can get a bigger image going. Actually, I'll just read it out here. So, currently in first place in the standings is Justin Nasir with 44 points, followed by Sára, which she has 35 and a half points for her pole position at the Redbull ring. In third place, we actually have myself with 20 points because I do compete in this championship, as well as, you know, just do commentary for the practice session. In fourth place, we have Tommi Gore with 18 points. In fifth, we have Martin Webster with 16 points. Then with 15 and a half points, we have Kurt Moss. In 7th place, we have Mathus Maj with 12 points. In 8th place, we have Alfarsali with 10 points. Definitely looking to score some big points here, that's for sure. Maybe possibly a podium. Who knows? Who knows? He's definitely been on the pace. In 9th, we have Luis with, I think that's 8 points. Yep, that's about 8 points. And then in 10th, we have Marlon Younge with 4 points. That's just driver standings. So as you can tell, a lot of close battles. But of course, this is after the 2nd round of the championship. So definitely a lot of points to crawl back for a lot of teams. Now looking at the Constructors Championship so far, we have IRW Racing with 44 and a half points. That is led by Justin and his father. In second, we have VALHALA, which is Claus, Klint, and Sára. They both have a total of 37 points. Not too far behind. Then we have KTMG Motorsports with 33 and a half points. I have no idea, once again, if Kurt Moss will be racing today. But if he doesn't, that's going to be a huge hit for them, as I'm predicting that XPlay will definitely overtake them in the constructor standings. But yeah, speaking of which, in 4th place, the tie between Artito Racing and XPlay with 20 points each. In 5th place, we have Premature Acceleration Sim Sport, which is Azad Hassan and Oswald Wilson. Azad still yet to make his first race here in this championship because of both rounds having issues with joining the server. So hopefully, you know, he could. He's been putting in some laps here. He's done about 224 laps over the week. Hopefully, we can see him. And yeah, that would be big points to bring it back. Next, we have Cams with Sean Lee and Alfred Ali. They currently have 16 points, followed by Futuristic Esports with 12 points, RVL Motorsports with 8 points, and then the rest below have not scored a point. That includes Mankeros Racing, HyPrix, Concertmood, Last Stint, and Repsoil. Finally, we will look at the manufacturer standings. Here's where it gets really interesting. Audi lead the standings with 70.5 points, followed by BMW with 44.5 points, Honda NSX with 32 points, the Aston Martin with 20 points, the Nissan with 16 points, the Lexus with 14 points, and Mercedes at the bottom with 8 points. Definitely a lot to play for in this race. We are going to see a lot of close battles, I'm telling you right now, because average lap you're doing around here with the high fuel, looking at about 45.2, 45.3. So yeah, a lot of these cars, a lot of these drivers. Oh boy, there's going to be a lot of battles. Incidents, I don't know, but definitely possible for a track like this. If you do want to get into the action, a Discord link is in the description down below. You guys can join that up, and we'll get you all set up. Yeah, we have a couple more slots in this DTM championship, although we've run races with over 20 drivers. The tracks we have selected have slots for over 30 drivers, in fact, so it would be more chaotic, but you know, if you want to get into the fun, these drivers are, so far it's been positive reviews and positive outtakes from all the drivers with this series so far. But yeah, that is all your points. Let's head down and watch the track right now as what you guys been looking at. Alright, so what do we have here? We have newcomer Curtis Gregory. He has his own livery already, the orange Honda NSX. Make sure to look out for him. First few laps, only last night, and he's already on the pace, doing race laps, doing about 45.5s. Not bad at all, especially for someone who had only joined the server just last night. So yeah, make sure to watch out for him. As you see, on the timing board, what is the fastest time right there? 44.4. Wow. That is done by Alfred Ali. Great time. That's a pole position time right there. For qualifying, I have no idea what we're going to be looking at over there, though. Yeah, but pole position, not too sure. Maybe 44.3s. Yeah, very possible to see that happen. But yeah, all the way in second place, just 2 tenths down is Sára. And then Marlon Young, 2 tenths down as well from the top time. But yeah, super excited to watch this race here. We don't know the outcome, but yeah, if you guys are in the chat, you can make your predictions on who do you think is taking this race. It's going to be very, very, very difficult to tell. Way more difficult than we saw in Austria. Of course, in Austria, we saw that blistering lap from Sára to put it on pole and then win that race. But that is something that a lot of people didn't expect, not even her. But yeah, it's all to play for here. It's anyone's game at Avus. With 24 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock, as you see in the top of your screen. We see Luis on the track now. Puts in, wow. We see Matthews Maj actually in third, improving there. But we see Luis now. See if he can improve this time. There's Matthews. It looks like he's on the ball right now. Very, very quick round here. Final turn, let's see what he does. Gets the kart turned in. Oh, a little wide there. The cart's just getting washed up. As you see Curtis now on his outlap. Looks like he's on his flyer right now. There's Sára's teammate. Ooh, almost hitting that barrier. Yeah, you're this track is definitely gonna have you pushing the limits. With such a simple layout, you would believe that this track is too easy for me. Oh no, no, no. You must be very mistaken. A lot of these walls do stick out, especially just after the right, left, and right chicanes after turn 1. There's a small tire barrier just peeking out. You know, just to say hello. And if you get a little too close to it, oh, there goes your race. So it's up to the drivers if they want to push the limits there. But yeah, I don't think I'll be going near those walls anytime soon. As you see Osman Wilson on the track with his white. He said GTR DTM. Now looking at the timing sheet right now, we currently have 11 drivers in the server. We are currently waiting for a couple more. We're definitely going to get more on the track. As we now have 22 minutes left in the session. Then it will go into a 15-minute qualifying session. And then straight into a 45-minute race, which will include 1 mandatory pit stop. As you see Sára getting so close to that wall. Oh my. Wow. She's only on her outlap too. What is going on here? She is already pushing it straight out of the pits. I'll be warming up the tires from then, but nope, she is right on it. Trying to see if she can improve her time so far. Trying to see if she can take that top spot. Definitely practicing for qualifying, looking to get 2 pole positions in a row. Definitely qualifying is going to be a spectacle to watch. See Luis, let's see how close he gets to that wall. Not as close as Sára, but let's see how Sára did. About the same there. So as you can see, she goes really close. Ooh, lock up there. Just touches the grass, slows the car down. A little bit too much, losing what, 2/10 there. Looks like a lot of these drivers definitely have fuel for more than 1 lap. As because of this nature of this track, you might as well put about maybe 5 or 6 laps of fuel into the car and just go out and see how fast you can go. As you see, turn 1 will be very interesting because a lot of drivers do have different lines when it comes to taking turn 1, when it comes to either going in wide or cutting in very, very quick. If you look at my hot lap time I put on the channel last night, you can see I usually take this turn right here, as we see Matthews, just actually how I take it there, really close to that middle barrier. Yeah. A little bit of cutting going on there, but it is his outlap, so the time won't be count anyways. As you see now, Marlon Young, driver from XPlay. His teammate, Martin Webster, is not in the server. No idea if he will be joining us. Possibly. We will have to find out. As we have 20 minutes left in the session now. As you see Sára going very wide. Ooh. Just fishtailing the car out of that corner there. Ooh, was there a bit of contact there? Not too sure. So you're going very slowly around the chicanes. But yeah, still 11 people in the server right now. We are looking for around 16. Around a 16 or 17 car grid, possibly a 20, but that might be a little bit too much of a reach considering we have drivers with different commitments, such as Justin is here, who will be competing, who is currently actually competing in the iRacing Daytona 24-hour. Hopefully he does well there, and then he can join. He will definitely be joining us next week. As that's a good segue to check out the schedule to see what the next race is. So looking at our promotional poster, our next race will be the round 4 of Zandvoort for the Dutch GP. Definitely a very fun track to drive and fun to watch as we see, oh my god, a couple of cars taking turn 1 side by side. Very interesting there. We're definitely going to see a lot of dive bombs turn 1. Hopefully no scrappy, dirty dive bombs going down there. Hopefully we can have some good, fun, clean racing for all the drivers and all the viewers at home to watch. And if you are just joining us, welcome. We currently have 17 minutes left in practice. We are at Avus in Berlin, Germany, for the 3rd round of the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club DTM Championship. You see about 2 cars coming around the final turn now. I think that is Matouche and looks to be Sára in the black and blue Audi. Just replying to drivers in the server with questions. Alright, we have 15 minutes, actually 15 and a half minutes left in the session here. As we are now watching Marlon Young around the final corner. It's interesting to watch the different drivers with their different lines around this track. It doesn't look like there are too many drivers running the exact same lines as others, like we would see at tracks like the Redbull ring in Austria last week. At Austria, we were seeing drivers forming up in a line, doing the exact same layouts to see. Oh wow, okay, that is big. That is a car going straight into a house. Hopefully we don't have ping issues there, or else, yeah, that will not be good at all. But yeah, if you're still in the chat, make sure to make your predictions on who is going to be taking pole position, who's going to be taking the win, who's going to be your top 3 you think is going to be in this race, as we see some drivers rejoining the server. Just checking out who that is. I think we just see Curtis just rejoining the server now. As we see first place, Al-Frazali. Beautiful around the chicanes there. Very close to that tire barrier. On a flyer right now. Hopefully we can stick with them. Get the car turned in. We see those brakes glowing. Feels a little bit wide though. We'll see. He's just behind now. See what he does here. Uh, 44.9. So definitely race pace. As we see now, Marlon Young around the final corner. Let's see what he does. Across the line. 45.0. Not bad, not bad. Again, looks like a lot of these drivers are running their high fuel runs with 13 minutes left to go in the session. I will be leaving you guys at 5 minutes left in the session so I can get back into the server. As we have 9 people watching the stream, welcome everyone. If you are new around here, we are in the 3rd round of the Kirby Motor Racing Sim Club DTM Championship at Avus in Berlin, Germany. Currently at round 3. Yeah, like I was saying, I will be having to leave you guys back with the our second commentator, our bot commentator, around the 5-minute mark, so I could just get into the server, make sure everything is in running order. Good to go. As we see, Sean Lee has now entered the server. That is both drivers for cams now into the server. Sean Lee, 2 9th places in the last 2 races, so hopefully we can see some improvement from him. And definitely Alfred is going to be leading the charge. Hopefully, you know. Well, actually, you know what? Sean was 3rd in the overall times. So I think 3rd or 4th. He was definitely in the top 5, so we will definitely see how he does in this race. Both cam drivers will definitely be making some improvements in this race. Lots of big points to play for every driver, actually. Lots and lots of points. Because this is definitely a track where someone could easily make a mistake, and that could be your race over. As we have 13 drivers in the server, we are currently waiting for if Azad Hassan will be joining us. No idea. He's usually a driver that we don't see till last minute. We have Robinson possibly going to be joining us. I know he had confirmed with me personally that he might be able to join in. Not too sure about that. And then Tafar Clark, we had him actually earlier before the stream started. So yeah, once again, looking at about a 16-car grid for this week's race, which is definitely not bad at all. As we look at the timing board right now, no improvements yet. So yeah, probably a lot of drivers going in for their fuel runs. If you want to get into the action, a link is in the description down below to join our Discord server. We'll get you hooked up from there. And yeah, we have extra slots in this championship. So if you think you got what it takes to compete with the fastest drivers around the world, as you see, 10 minutes left to go into the session. Make sure to join us on our Discord, follow us on our Instagram, join us on our Facebook, and we have a TikTok that we will be posting regularly very soon. As we now see Martin Webster loading into the server, that is now both XPlay drivers into the server. War is going to take place in the constructors' points. I wonder who's coming out on top there. That's going to be difficult to tell. Very, very excited for this race here. We see drivers joining into the server. As we now see Tavar Clark joining in the server now. That should be everyone. I think we just lost. I think it was Stephen Pommels for a second there. I think he will be joining back very shortly, though. Yeah, we got some drivers just leaving and rejoining the session, probably to join the Discord, because we do have a Discord call that all drivers use just to communicate with the blue flags, mainly, just to make sure, you know, if there's a guy in the way, or maybe if they're going in for a pit stop, they don't want to make sure a car goes side by side when a guy's trying to enter the pit lane. So just a little heads up where we where some of the drivers just say, hey, you know what, I'm catching up. Blue flag, blue flag. Yeah, so it's like their own little radio. We'll definitely have that those live comms going on very soon. So yeah, we have about 8 minutes left before the session. Looking back on the track, we have Martin Webster now putting in his times. As we see Alfred's Alley with the 44.452. That is the fastest time, I think, overall of the week. Very, very quick there. So yeah, really excited for qualifying. It really will be a battle between Sára and Alfraz to see who will be taking pole position. Guess you can make your predictions on who do you think is going to be taking that. As we see Sára now in her outlap realizing, okay, it's go time then. As we see her quickly rushing through the chicanes. Obviously, you don't want to go through those during your actual flying lap, because that is a cut track there. As we see Martin doing a 45.1. Sean now in his outlap, probably going in his flyer now. As we see Louise is about to cross the line. No improvement there. Still waiting to see if we can see possibly Sára on her lap. As we see Luis is just behind Sean Lee. So yeah, definitely Cams will be it will definitely be a team to look out for in this race. Definitely fan favorites around here. So just to give you guys the rundown of how these race weekends work, we first start off with our open practice lobby, which runs from Sunday to Saturday night. And from there, we calculate the drivers with the fastest lap and the most laps, and we award them half points. From there, we move into today, where we are currently in a 5-hour practice session, which began at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will next lead into a 15-minute qualifying session. And then we will be going into a 45-minute race with one mandatory tire change. Super excited here for this race. Once again, guys, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated, and it supports us. With 5 minutes left to go in the session, I'll stick around for a little bit, just a little bit more. And then I will have to leave you guys with the bot for qualifying in the race. You might see qualifying not starting for the next maybe 5-ish minutes as soon as the timer goes down. We're just going to have a quick little briefing with the drivers just to make sure everyone knows the regular rules and everything. Making sure this race goes smooth like butter. But yeah, if you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. We have 8 viewers in the stream right now. Welcome along. We have 4 minutes left into the session. This is the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club DTM Championship. We are currently round 3 at Avus in Berlin, Germany. Huge points to play for. We have looks to be about 15, 16 drivers going to be competing this evening. Yeah, super excited to see how this unfolds here as we have 3.5 minutes left into the session. Oh, I'm very excited for qualifying. Make your predictions on who do you think is going to be taking that top 3, especially pole position. That is going to be a very close fight. Like I said earlier in the stream, you know, we definitely did not see Sára's pole position lap last week, and not even herself. As we know that she was in the top 5 in the fastest times, and then just pulled it out of nowhere. So yeah, all these drivers are just on that equal level playing field. And if you are new around here and you are interested in joining us, make sure to join our Discord in the description down below. We'll get you fully set up from there. Make sure to also like the stream and subscribe as we live stream our races every Saturday evening. Starting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also upload our highlights of every race and our hot laps for all the drivers and all you guys at home. If you do tackle this mod, like I said, we will be having a championship file for you guys for Content Manager. If you do want to run this championship for yourself, as we have 2 minutes left to go into the session. Oh boy. But yeah, I will be signing off now to make sure everyone in the Discord is good to go. Once again, qualifying will start in maybe about 4 or 5 minutes after the timer goes out, just so we can explain to the drivers, you know, what's going to go on to make sure this race goes smooth. Other than that, I will leave you back with the bot to commentate. I will actually just make sure all audio is good to go. Let's just check it out. Alright, I'll just put the audio up there. And I will enable the announcer. There. 1 minute left to go in the practice session. My name is Rowlands here. I really hope you guys enjoy this race. I hope you guys stick around to the very end, where we will have our driver interviews. Make your predictions on who do you think is going to be winning this race. Who do you think is going to be taking qualifying, pole position. My name is Rowlands here. I really hope you enjoy this one, and I'll see you back when the race finishes. Bye for now.
Sára Mühlfeitová in Südcup hairpin is second. Joaquin Wilson in Südcup hairpin is 8th. Tavar Clark is P13. Sára Mühlfeitová is P2. The qualification session is at Avus DTM in Berlin, Germany. The wind speed is 13 km/h from the north-northeast. Rahul Nasir from Canada in start finish is P1. Minutes remaining in the session. Sára Mühlfeitová from Czech Republic in start finishes second. Joaquin Wilson from British Virgin Islands in chicane is sixth. Avus Ali from United States in Northcote is P7. Sára Mühlfeitová in start finishes first. Sára Mühlfeitová is up 10.53 in Northcote. Sára Mühlfeitová improved his first with a 0:45.436. Avus Ali in start finishes sixth. Avus Ali is provisional pole with a 0:45.127. Martin Webster from Viana in Zandvoort Hairpin is fifth up 0.11. Luis Vadillo is provisional pole with a 0:45.126. in pits. Marlon Younge from Viana in start finish is P6. Marlon Younge improved his third with a 0:45.281. 0.155 off pole. Danny Nassir from Canada in Northcote is sixth up 0.27. Marlon Younge in chicane is third up 0.15. Curtis Gregory from United States in start finish straight is 13th. Curtis Gregory improved his 11th with a 0:46.587. 1.490 off pole. Luis Vadillo is provisional pole with a 0:44.908. Marlon Younge is P2. Marlon Younge is up 0.19 in pits. Sára Mühlfeitová in start finish is 5th. Sára Mühlfeitová improved his third with a 0:45.112. 0.204 off pole. Marlon Younge is provisional pole with a 0:44.848. Joaquin Wilson in Zandvoort Hairpin is P6 up 0.20. Nassir from Canada in Northcote is P15 up 0.30. Lance Nassir improved his 15th with a 0:49.527. 4.679 off pole. Lance Nassir is up 0.08 in Zandvoort Hairpin. Tavar Clark is P14. Badillo from Mexico is second. Claus Klint from Denmark in Zandvoort hairpin is P11. Maj from Poland in Nordkov is P10 up 0.22. Matthews Maj improved his P8 with a 0.45.448. 0.600 off pole. Matthews Maj is up 0.17 in Zandvoort hairpin. Avus Ali from United States is fourth up 0.13. Sára Mühlfeitová in start finish is P5. Sára Mühlfeitová improved his fourth with a 0.44.991. 0.143 off pole. Matthews Maj in Nordkov is 8th up 0.47. Matthews Maj improved his third with a 0.44.911. 0.063 off pole. Lance Nasir is P15 up 0.35. Nasir improved his P15 with a 0.49.168. 4.320 off pole. Lance Nasir is up 0.05 in Zandvoort hairpin. Tavar Clark is P14. Tavar Clark is up 0.05 in pits. Avus Ali is 6th. Sára Mühlfeitová in pits is 5th up 0.23. Sára Mühlfeitová is provisional pole with a 0.44.757. Avus Ali is provisional pole with a 0.44.665. Danny Nasir is P9. Best lap is a 0.45.514. 0.849 off pole. Claus Klint in Zandvoort hairpin is 11th. Matthews Maj is 5th. Best lap is a 0.44.911. 0.246 off pole. Stephen Pommels from Jamaica in Zandvoort hairpin is P12 up 0.11. Claus Klint from Denmark is P11. Claus Klint is up 2.25 in chicane. Tavar Clark from Jamaica in Zandvoort hairpin is P14 up 0.18. Oswine Wilson is 7th up 0.12. Tavar Clark from Jamaica in Nordkov is 14th up 0.18. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Sean Lee from United States is 10th up 0.14. Sean Lee improved his P9 with a 0:45.342. 0.677 off pole. Sean Lee is up 0.30 in Sudka hairpin. Danny Nasir is 10. Danny Nasir is up 0.18 in pits. Danny Nasir improved his P10 with a 0:45.396. 0.731 off pole. Sean Lee in pits is 9th up 0.16. Sean Lee improved his P9 with a 0:45.207. 0.542 off pole. Sean Lee is up 0.14 in chicane. Sean Lee is up 0.19 in pits. Sean Lee improved his P7 with a 0:44.954. 0.289 off pole. Marlon Young in Northcote is 3rd up 0.10. Rahul Nasir in Northcote is P5 up 0.11. Sára Mühlfeitová in Sudka hairpin is P2 up 0.11. Luis Badayo in Sudka hairpin is 6th up 0.12. Curtis Gregory in Sudka hairpin is 13th up 0.11. Stephen Connells in Northcote is 12th up 0.11. Stephen Connells improved his 12th with a 0:46.098. 1.433 off pole. Stephen Connells is up 0.08 in Sudka hairpin. Connells is up 0.12 in pits. Oswine Wilson in Northcote is 8th up 0.12. Oswine Wilson improved his 7th with 0:44.910. 0.245 off pole. Tavar Clark is P14. Claus Klint in Sudka hairpin is P11 up 0.11. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Marlon Young in Northcote is 2nd up 0.16. Claus Klint is P11 up 0.10. Curtis Gregory is 13. Best lap is a 0:46.587. 1.922 off pole. Luis Madio is 4th. Session is at Avus DTM in Berlin, Germany. The wind speed is 14 km/h from the north-northeast. Luis Madio is P4. Announcer entering the pits is P26. Afraz Ali is P1. 45 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Afraz Ali lost first to Marlon Younge. Afraz Ali lost third to Rahul Nasir. Marlon Younge from Guyana and soon to hairpin is second. Marlon Younge is now first. From Mexico is fourth. Afraz Ali from United States is P6. Afraz Ali in start finish is 6th. Nasir Nasir is now P10. Asif Hassan from Diana in chicane is P15. Best lap is a 1:03.973. 12.447 off the fastest lap. Afraz Ali in Northwood is P16. 0.4 behind Asif Hassan. Martin Webster from Diana in Zandvoort Hairpin is P8, 0.3 behind Oswine Wilson. Martin Webster passed Oswine Wilson for P7. Danny Nasir in chicane is 12, 0.5 behind Stephen Pommels. Stephen Pommels was 2.3 faster last lap. Claus Klint entering the pits is 12. Danny Nasir is now P9. Curtis Gregory from United States in Northwood is P12, 0.4 behind Tavar Clark. Curtis Gregory is now P11. Afraz Ali in start finish is 13, 0.1 behind Asif Hassan. Ali is now 12. Matthews Maj from Poland is P6, 0.5 behind Sean Lee. Lance Nasir from Canada is 15, 0.5 behind Asif Hassan. Matthews Maj in chicane is P6, 0.5 behind Sean Lee. Afraz Ali is P11, 0.2 behind Tavar Clark. Afraz Ali was 0.7 faster last lap. Matthews Maj is 6, 0.4 behind Sean Lee. Tavar Clark from Jamaica on lap 6 is P11, 0.2 behind Afraz Ali. Tavar Clark passed Afraz Ali for 10. Zandvoort Hairpin is 14, 0.5 behind Afraz Ali. Curtis Gregory passed Afraz Ali for 13. Matthews Maj in Zandvoort Hairpin is 6, 0.5 behind Sean Lee. 40 minutes remaining in the session. Asif Hassan in Zandvoort Hairpin is 11, 0.4 behind Tavar Clark. Luis Badillo in start finish is 4th, 0.5 behind Rahul Nasir. States in Zandvoort Hairpin is P6, 0.1 behind Matthews Maj. Sean Lee passed Matthews Maj for 5th. Martin Webster is P7, 0.5 behind Matthews Maj. Badillo in start finish is 4th, 0.5 behind Rahul Nasir. Claus Klint entering the pits as P15. Martin Webster ensued compare pen is P7, 0.1 behind Matheus Maj. Martin Webster passed Matheus Maj for 6th. Oswine Wilson from British Virgin Islands is P8, 0.3 behind Matheus Maj. Matheus Maj in pits is P8, 0.4 behind Oswine Wilson. Oswine Wilson ensued compare pen is 8th battling Matheus Maj. Oswine Wilson lost P8 to Danny Nasir. Sára Mühlfeitová from Czech Republic in start-finish straight is P2, 0.5 behind Marlon Young. Luis Badillo ensued compare pen is 4th, 0.5 behind Rahul Nasir. Brasdali from United States in pits is P15, 0.2 behind Lance Nasir. Sára Mühlfeitová in start-finish straight is P2, 0.4 behind Marlon Young. Martin Webster exiting pits. Marlon Young ensued compare pen is P2, 0.5 behind Sára Mühlfeitová. Rahul Nasir from Canada is 4th, 0.5 behind Luis Badillo. From Jamaica is 11, 1.7 behind Tamar Clark. Marlon Young is second, 0.6 behind Sára Mühlfeitová. Is P3, 0.6 ahead of Rahul Nasir. Luis Badillo was 1.0 faster last lap. 35 minutes remaining in the session. Marlon Young ensued compare pen is P2, 0.5 behind Sára Mühlfeitová. Stephen Pommels on lap 13 is P11, 0.1 behind Tamar Clark. Marlon Young in start-finish straight is second, 0.5 behind Sára Mühlfeitová. Marlon Young is now first. Pommels ensued compare pen is P11. Best lap is a 0.46.567. 1.688 off the fastest lap. Stephen Pommels passed Tamar Clark for 10. Steven Pommels passed Sára Mühlfeitová for P9. Tabart Clark is P11, 0.6 behind Curtis Gregory. Lance Nassier entering the pits is P14. Martin Webster in start-finish straight is P12, 0.1 behind Tabart Clark. Martin Webster was 4.4 faster last lap. Martin Webster passed Tabart Clark for P11. Lance Nassier exiting pits. Martin Webster is now P10. Curtis Gregory is 12. Sára Mühlfeitová entering the pits is 13. Finish is third, 1.3 behind Rowlands Nassier. Sára Mühlfeitová exiting pits. Curtis Gregory is 12, 0.3 behind Tabart Clark. Lance Nassier entering the pits is P14. Luis Badillo in start-finish straight on lap 17 is third, 1.2 behind Rowlands Nassier. Lance Nassier exiting pits. Curtis Gregory from United States is 12. 0.5 behind Tabart Clark. Curtis Gregory is now P11. Luis Badillo in start-finish straight is P3, 1.7 behind Rowlands Nassier. Curtis Gregory in start-finish is P11, 0.5 behind Tabart Clark. Rowlands Nassier is second, 1.3 ahead of Luis Badillo. Curtis Gregory in Nordcup is 11th. Tabart Clark from Jamaica in start-finish is 11th, battling Curtis Gregory. 30 minutes remaining in the session. Curtis Gregory from the United States is P10, 4.0 ahead of Tabart Clark. Luis Badillo from Mexico in chicane is P3, 0.9 behind Rowlands Nassier. Sean Lee in chicane is P7, 1.1 behind Danny Nassier. Vadayo and Sud Kapirpin is third, 0.5 behind Rahul Nasir. Sean Lee from United States and Sud Kapirpin is P7, 0.5 behind Danny Nasir. Stephen Pommels entering the pits is 13th. Sean Lee passed Danny Nasir for P6. Luis Vadayo and Sud Kapirpin is P3, 0.7 behind Rahul Nasir. Stephen Pommels exiting pits. Afrez Ali in start finish is P12, 1.7 behind Curtis Gregory. Is third, 0.9 behind Rahul Nasir. Afrez Ali is 12, 1.4 behind Curtis Gregory. Afrez Ali passed Curtis Gregory for P11. Azad Hassan is 5th battling Oswine Wilson. Azad Hassan lost 6th to Sean Lee. Luis Vadayo in start finish straight is third, 0.8 behind Rahul Nasir. Lance Nasir exiting pits. Rahul Nasir is second, 0.7 ahead of Luis Vadayo. Vadayo in start finish is P3, 0.6 behind Rahul Nasir. 25 minutes remaining in the session. Afrez Ali in Northcote is P11. Best lap is a 0:45.216. 0.398 off the fastest lap. Tamar Clark and Sud Kapirpin on lap 26 is 11th battling Afrez Ali. Behind Rahul Nasir. Azad Hassan entering the pits is 7th. Nasir from Canada ensued from hairpin is P2, 0.5 ahead of Luis Van Ayo. Exiting pits. Luis Van Ayo in North is P3, 0.9 behind Rahul Nasir. Nasir was 0.6 faster last lap. Luis Van Ayo is third. Avus German entering the pits is P10. Danny Nasir entering the pits is 7th. Rahul Nasir from Canada in chicane is 2nd, 0.9 ahead of Luis Van Ayo. Avus German exiting pits. Luis Van Ayo in North is P3, 0.4 behind Rahul Nasir. Matheus Maj exiting pits. Stephen Pommels in start finish is P14 battling Sára Mühlfeitová. Luis Van Ayo is P3, 0.5 behind Rahul Nasir. Danny Nasir entering the pits is P12. Joaquin Wilson in chicane is P4. Luis Van Ayo entering the pits is 3rd. Sára Mühlfeitová entering the pits is 13th. Danny Nasir exiting pits. Luis Van Ayo exiting pits. Tavar Clark ensued from hairpin is P9, 3.5 ahead of Curtis Gregory. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Danny Nasir ensued from hairpin is 14th. Best lap is a 0:45.127. 0.309 off the fastest lap. Joaquin Wilson exiting pits. Martin Webster is 6th. Martin Webster passed Joaquin Wilson for 5th. Sára Mühlfeitová exiting pits. Sean Lee entering the pits is 3rd. Sean Lee is P4. Sára Mühlfeitová ensued from hairpin is 12. Sean Lee is 6th, 0.3 behind Joaquin Wilson. Sean Lee exiting pits. Hassan ensued from hairpin is 8th, 1.1 behind Luis Badio. Tom Clark exiting pits. Luis Badio in pits is P7, 1.3 ahead of Azad Hassan. Luis Badio lost 7th to Azad Hassan. Azad Hassan from Guyana in chicane is 7th, 3.4 behind Sean Lee. Curtis Gregory exiting pits. Oswine Wilson ensued cup hairpin is 5th, 3.0 behind Martin Webster. Rahul Nasir exiting pits. Lance Nasir in chicane is P14. Lance Nasir entering the pits is P14. Marlon Young is first. Oswine Wilson in chicane is 5th, 4.3 behind Martin Webster. Rahul Nasir in Nordcup is 2nd. Oswine Wilson is P5, 4.4 behind Martin Webster. Lance Nasir exiting pits. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Marlon Young is P1. Marlon Young exiting pits. Marlon Young lost first to Rahul Nasir. Oswine Wilson in Nordcup on lap 39 is 5th. 3.7 behind Martin Webster. Luis Badio in chicane is 8th. Marlon Young ensued cup hairpin on lap 41 is 2nd, 1.6 behind Rahul Nasir. Joaquin Wilson is P5, 3.4 behind Martin Webster. Marlon Young in chicane is second, 1.7 behind Rahul Nasir. Joaquin Wilson in Sudcup hairpin is P5, 4.7 behind Martin Webster. Marlon Young is second, 2.2 behind Rahul Nasir. Curtis Gregory in Sudcup hairpin on lap 41 is P10. Joaquin Wilson in start finish on lap 43 is P4 battling Martin Webster. Joaquin Wilson lost fourth to Martin Webster. Mark exiting pits. Marlon Young in start finish is P2, 2.2 behind Rahul Nasir. Luis Badayo on lap 44 is 8th, 4.0 behind Azad Hassan. Luis Badayo was 1.1 faster last lap. Marlon Young is second, 2.8 behind Rahul Nasir. Remaining to the session. Matthews Maj in chicane is third. Marlon Young Probiana in Sudcup hairpin is P2, 2.5 behind Rahul Nasir. Afras Ali is P9. Marlon Young in Sudcup hairpin is P2, 3.2 behind Rahul Nasir. Oswine Wilson ensued the hairpin is P5, 3.2 behind Martin Webster. Marlon Young in chicane is second, 2.9 behind Rahul Nasir. Luis Badillo entering the pits is P8. Luis Badillo on lap 47 is P9. Luis Badillo exiting pits. Marlon Young is second. Best lap is a 0:45.018. 0.200 off the fastest lap. Rahul Nasir from Canada ensued from hairpin is P1, 3.0 ahead of Marlon Young. Marlon Young in Northcote is P2. Sára Mühlfeitová from Czech Republic in pits is 11. Marlon Young in Northcote is second, 2.1 behind Rahul Nasir. Five minutes remaining in the session. Luis Badillo is P9. Marlon Young is P2, 2.0 behind Rahul Nasir. Sára Mühlfeitová in start finish is P11, 2.1 behind Curtis Gregory. Sára Mühlfeitová passed Curtis Gregory for P10. Marlon Young in start finish straight is second, 1.7 behind Rahul Nasir. Gregory is 11, 2.7 behind Sára Mühlfeitová. Marlon Young is P2, 1.3 behind Rahul Nasir. Gregory in start finishes P11, 3.6 behind Sára Mühlfeitová. Marlon Young in pits is P2, 1.3 behind Rahul Nasir. Ali in Sudkov hairpin is 8th, 0.1 ahead of Luis Van Perez Ali lost 8th to Luis Van Marlon Young in start finish straight is P2, 1.3 behind Rahul Nasir. Start finish straight is P7. Marlon Young in start finish is P2, 1.1 behind Rahul Nasir. Vadayo in Sudkov hairpin is P8. Best lap is a 0:44.879. 0.061 off the fastest lap. The leader has just finished the race. Rahul Nasir finished first. Oswine Wilson finished 5th. Marlon Young finished P2. Vadayo finished 8th. Andy Nasir finished 12th. Matthews Maj finished 3rd. Sára Mühlfeitová finished 10th. Sean Lee finished 6th. Azat Hassan finished P7th. Afraz Ali finished P9. Martin Webster finished P4. Curtis Gregory finished 11th. Lance Nasir finished 14th. Mark Clark finished 13th.
keep it easy and just let's bring it home.
Absolutely, and you did bring it home. Any incidents, any problems, that may have allowed you to get up to that battle between Rahul and Marlon and make it a three-way fight, or just consistency and trying to stay
Uh,
out of trouble and
uh,
mind your own business.
I was minding my own business. I suppose everyone else had it worse than I did. Uh, I feel like I was catching the top two at some point. I was catching them by 2 times, 3 times a lap, and then I got to my round of blue flags, and that game just turned into a loss. So
Great. Well,
it's racing.
congratulations, podium. Yes,
Yes, podium,
congratulations.
hopefully one of many.
Yes, absolutely. We're here to say so. Absolutely, we're looking forward to having you up here. Maybe we'll see you on the top step pretty soon. Competition is good. We're seeing it, changing week to week. So we're happy to see that. Marlon, on the second step there, how was your race? A good bit of battle there with Rahul in the end. How was your race?
It was wonderful, man. I had a brilliant start. I was hoping to get a good start because I didn't want to get in the pile up into turn one. So by the time I was at turn one, I had half a second. I was like, damn, that was really a really good start. But I controlled the race for a bit, and then I end up into blue lap traffic. So I was pretty tentative. I was nervous, and I came up again. I came up upon someone, and Sarah took the opportunity. She had more belly than me, and she dived down the inside, and she took the lead. And I was then, trying to get back my rhythm and stuff, and I was catching her, and I started to put some pressure on her, and then her internet went, so I was pretty disappointed about that because she really was fast, so I was really looking forward for the battle. However, late in the race, I tried to go as long as possible, and I had like 2 or 3 seconds on Rahul, and he pitted. So I said I would have capitalized on that now because I was running light, and I came up against two lap cars, and then I made a little error, so it cost me like 3 seconds. So it was pretty close coming out the pits, and Rahul was able to undercut me. So from there, I was just trying to get back the position, but lap cars, it was pretty difficult. I got within a second at one point or 1.2 seconds, but it's all fairness. It was fun for me. I had a really blast. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to all the blue flag guys and everything. It was clean on my part. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty thorough because I can hear you sometimes with the blue flags thing. But I mean, it's a street track, so there's not a lot of runoff areas, and it's tight in some areas. So and because it's a 40-second track, traffic is always there. It's hard to get a clean run. So I guess that's the reason you probably tried to go a little the undercut kind of thing.
Yeah, I was trying to, and then I was hoping that Raul would have run into some problems, but lucky for him, he keep catching the guys at the right time to get a toe down the straight and stuff like that. So I was catching them at the wrong place all the time. So it was a bit frustrating, but it was fun because the adrenaline was pumping. I really thoroughly enjoyed the race.
Well, congratulations, XPlay. Congratulations, Marlon. And the top step, the guy that's been doing all the hard work behind the scene. Happy to see that he's finally got a chance to put in some laps and got up at the top there. Raul, how was your race from your perspective?
Very, very chaotic on my end. First the starts. I didn't have a good qualifying. Started P7, and from there I think I saw someone just like bin it into the wall from the very start. Don't know who that was. From there, I went three wide into turn one, trying to give as much space as possible for the guy inside. Then I saw Alfraz just overshoot it from there, and then I was able to just squeeze in to get into third. From there, I had an amazing battle with Louise. A little bit of ping problems in between, including just a small bit of contact, but I would say it was completely fine after that. But yeah, throughout that race, me and him were just consistently battling. I don't know what happened around the 15-minute mark. I just saw him disappear on my screen. I was looking at my mirror, and maybe it would show up on the replay, but on my screen, his car just flew off the track, so it was a little bit startling to watch. But yeah, other than that, I just put my head down because I know I was about half a second faster than Marlon, mainly due to that blue flag traffic. I did have my fair share of blue flag traffic to go through, and it was a bit slow. I was catching some cars through the chicane part, and yeah, I was just losing my time from there. I decided I have to stick out for as long as possible, mainly due to I know when I come out, I'm gonna be coming out in that blue flag midfield kind of battle going on, and I did. But luckily, I was able to get past it as soon as possible. And yeah, when it came to Marlon coming out the pits, I was just able to get ahead of him, and we were about a second between each other. And yeah, I was just making sure I could. I was just making sure, the tires got all the way, because I know the rears were overheating a little bit. So I was taking the last corner in fifth gear, then slowly upshifting to sixth gear way earlier than I used to. And yeah, I just tried to coast it to victory lane. And yeah, but definitely, I would say a big congratulations to the top three, but especially Marlon and Luis, who really made me sweat in that race.
Well, congratulations, getting up back on the top step of the podium, and congratulations yourself and Marlon for getting back on the podium, because you guys are no stranger to the podium, and Matt in third place. I think this is your first podium for CMRSC, so hope to see many more from you. I'll let Rahul do some conversations down the trip there. I guess starting with Martin in fourth place. I'll let Rahul take it over. Martin, congratulations. Second and fourth for XPlay. Take it away, and I'll let Rahul take it away from here.
Yeah, thanks to everybody that came out in the live stream and watched us race. It was enjoyable. I had a moment. I think it was on lap 7. I had a moment on my own and put it in the wall and had to recover. But I think I was able to pit early and avoid a lot of the chaos. I had a few incidents on track. One with Sean, I think was we were trying to come up on a back marker, and I had to jinx out of the way, and I think I brushed Sean. I'm not sure, but apologies to Sean if I caused him. But otherwise than that, it was an enjoyable race driving from the back, and I was surprised that after being 13, I ended up back at 4th. So I knew there was a lot of chaos and a lot of bumping and grinding on this track, but I think luck came in again to put me 4th for XPlay. But thanks everybody, it was enjoyable.
Yeah, nice stuff. I know you were one of the vocal drivers when it came to the blue flag, so you were definitely catching up to a lot of people way too quickly. I'm guessing at the wrong time.
Yeah, after I came out of the pits, I think with my pit stop, I was able to get in front of a lot of the guys, but then I started getting up with a lot of the traffic, and I was catching the traffic at the wrong time, especially through the chicane, and I was still suffering the anxiety for the second to last corner where I binned it just by downshifting on my own. So every time I come up to that corner, I was like getting worried. Even on the last lap, I think I came up around Curtis on the very last lap, and he was going slow, and I was trying not to lift off too much so that the back end don't get light. And but I was able to make it through. But that was all good. It's all fun.
Good stuff there. Congratulations, P4. Oswin, P5. Pretty good result there. I think Oswin, is he still in the chat?
Nope, he absent, I think.
Oh, all right. Well, if he comes back, we can interview him from there. Do you have Sean here?
Yeah, I'm here.
How was that race?
That was definitely a lot of fun. I had a good time. Traffic was horrible on me. So I think I could have got a lot of spot or two, but it was fun still, though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know you were also one of the drivers who was in that traffic kind of battle at the same time. Definitely very. I would say, there were probably moments from your perspective, I'm guessing, where turn 1 you're witnessing a lot of cars spin out, because I know that part was a lot of cars were spinning out from there. But yeah, I guess you managed to survive through all that.
Yeah, I definitely avoided a lot of issues. It's kind of tough though when somebody give you the lap car give you the pass and then rear ends you in turn 1. So spin you around. But hey, listen, we're all learning. We're all there one day, so I'm all right. It was fun.
From your perspective, how was the start of the race?
I was very cautious. How about that? Everything was, I passed quite a few guys that's, didn't have such a good turn one. And I just laid back, let it all happen, and then took it from there.
Oh, great result at the end of the day. That's your best finish in this championship in 6th.
Yep, we'll take the points.
Azad, are you here? I do see you in the call. You're still muted.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. Is this your first race now in the championship?
It is. I'm always late, unfortunately, because of work. I came into this race here. I think it was on overtime, so I didn't get to put in no laps. So I started at the back, and I just decided to watch everybody turn first turn because it's going to be a rough way. I did manage to roll up to like about 7th, I think, and I was seeing Sean gaining on him, and I think Danny made a mistake in turn 1, and we all piled up there. From then onwards, I just managed to keep that position.
I was just letting you come close because I wanted a little excitement. No, I'm just
Thank
kidding.
you, brother.
I'm just
Thank
kidding.
you.
I was just kidding.
But
Yeah, so
P7
everything
there.
is good.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
P7,
from top to
a great
P7
result.
is good. Yeah, it is. Okay,
Yeah, definitely a respectable position considering how A, you started from the back, and B, this is actually one of the first times you're racing in these cars.
correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
well,
And the guy
congrats.
did not move off the line, so I actually hit the wall trying to pull away from him.
Well, good result at the end because the points is all that matters, and you're definitely bringing good points for the team.
Yep. Thanks.
Luis, are you there? I think yes. I can get back to you if you want to just type in a little bit of how your race was, and I'll let you type through that, and I'll just move on to Alfraz. How was that? The start. What happened?
Yeah, so I had a pretty tough race. So off the line, I probably, I didn't get off the line too well. So I was very cautious while I approached turn one, and just wanted to make sure that we all made it through. But because I was so slow, the group we all just went into turn one together, and instead of looking at my brake mark, I was just focusing on the people at the side of me. So I think I overshot my braking line. So that's where you saw me run wide in turn one. I lost a lot of positions, but the car felt great. I was gaining it back. I think I probably dropped to like 6th or 7th through turn one. I was reeling, the guys back in one by one, and I believe coming down to turn one again, maybe the 2nd or 3rd lap. When I passed the VAR, I think he just missed his braking line again, and he just rammed me from the back. So from there, it was pretty tough. Spun out, took some time for me to, just get back on the track. Even when I got back on, the tires were bad, so I spun through the bowl, and the pal was so much. It took me quite a while to wait for everyone to pass before I could go driving again. So just looking at the time, I was like, you know what, this is just the end for me because there's no way I'm able to reel back anybody and make any positions. But I kept at it, and I managed to reach the 8 at some point. I believe it was Curtis that crashed me on the last race. The car was damaged pretty bad, but it was the last lap, so I just managed to bring it home.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this race was kind of hard on you because I know I was watching you from top step to going all the way down in a couple of laps, and I know you were contemplating about probably leaving this race and calling it a day. But I'm glad we're all glad that you stayed, and you definitely put on a good show.
Yeah, I'm here. I'll be on to the next one.
Nice. We're now just waiting for Sára and Luis to quickly write up how their race was. But yeah, I'll quickly go through the results so we can get to us in 11th. Curtis, if you don't mind unmuting your mic, how was your race going? If you're still here, you're typing as well.
I got
All
to
right.
use my mic.
Yeah. So how was that race?
My first race, it went good. I didn't mean to crash your alley. The performance hit was pretty bad at the end. Not as
Yeah, no
bad as
worries.
I'm not sure if anyone saw it, but it just disconnected the VR headset, and I went straight into the wall. Thankfully, I sort of recovered. I mean, it was okay. But
Yeah, I'm now
I didn't
noticing
have
that.
any racing done.
Yeah,
Since
I'm now. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm now looking at the chat. I did notice that. Like, I didn't know you were using VR in that race. So, like, was it kind of dizzy looking for everyone to make sure you're not holding up anyone?
yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, was your frames good? Because I know VR really takes a hit on your system.
Normally I got like 100 in a single screen. Now it was telling me I was getting 30, but it felt like 60, so it was normal.
Yeah.
Except
And
for like some moments where it fully froze the screen for like a frame or two, but that wasn't that bad.
yeah, and your first race with us here. I know there's a lot of blue flag traffic, and this is definitely a very short track that it requires a lot more skill to get used to, and especially with VR, I can tell you that's difficult having a VR myself. But with the next coming tracks, with Zandvoort next, definitely tracks that everyone knows and way bigger. So I'm definitely expecting you to be much better, considering how only last night you were putting in your first few laps, and you were already doing race pace, so that was already impressive. So yeah, definitely see a good future for you with us. Um, looking now. Anyone else want to put in their feedback for their race? I know we still have a couple of the guys typing.
Yeah, I
Tafar, how
just
was
want to
yours?
say I was good at the start. I started really well, but then there was a really big accident. I think after the chicane, not sure if it was Claus' car, but I thought it was his. And from there, it kind of messed up my race. But then I had this battle with Afraz, which I didn't really overshoot my braking. I'm having this like issue with my pedal where if I'm on the brake, it's still actually going, the gas pedal is actually malfunctioning. So while I'm braking, the car just keeps going. So there was even this thing with Sean where I let him by, but then I was trying to brake, but the car was just not stopping because of
That's
the
what it
gas pedal.
was.
Yeah, because the gas
Oh
pedal keeps
man.
going at the
No, I'm
same
feeling
time.
sorry. I was pissed. That's
Yeah,
all right.
so
Don't worry, man.
the same thing with Danny too. So while I'm trying to brake, the car just keeps going. So I just need to get that sorted out because even when
All
I'm
right,
in
all right.
neutral, my
I'll let you
pedal just
slide
keeps.
this time.
Yeah, bro. So it was really hard for me. Like, but
That's all
I
right,
try to
bro.
stay as best. So I'm sorry for it, everyone. It was a really good race, though. I tried to keep the P10, but my price was just really fast.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, all good.
Yeah, we've got
Think
Sarah
yeah.
in the Sarah Luis Sarah in the chat actually there. If you don't mind, I can read it out for her.
Sure, you can read both out.
Yeah, so Sarah is saying I qualified P3. Our friends in front of me got a poor start from P1, and I got myself damaged while trying to avoid him. But despite that, I managed to pull off a great move to get back to P2 in the first turn. Love to watch the replay, obviously, all of us. And from there, I was sitting behind Marlon until I got up to speed, managed to send it on him into turn one. When he broke early for a back marker, I guess that's when Marlon said that was an opportunistic move. I think Marlon was saying, and a few laps later, I was just getting my head down, trying to push for another comfortable win. My internet decided to do what it does best and disconnect me from the first place for about the fourth time ever. Guess you need some new internet. I rejoined and tried to gather everything I could from this race and just to set the fastest lap at least. I'm still not even sure where I finished. I think you finished 10th, but while I'm not in myself, I did pull off some moves I'm proud of overall. I'm happy with my performance, disappointed with my rotor performance. Oh, and I crashed into the wall on the pit entry because I got distracted, which added like a minute and a half to my stop. So, but 10th place, you still score a point, Sarah. Yeah, we now sometimes we all have internet problems and so on. And Sarah's also continuing to say I'm also frustrated because after the first lap, I was expecting to come out to this race as the championship leader, but instead I have to settle for this. You know what? Long way to go. We're only third race in, Sarah. So you know what? You've got three more in this first leg. Then we've got a second leg, and I think Raul has got semifinals, finals, and so on. So you've got a long way to go to get yourself back up in that championship. And I'll do that. Sorry, go ahead, Marlon.
No, sorry. I was just saying I didn't mean to let it sound cheap that she made a brilliant move on me, right? So don't I don't want to discredit her move. It was wonderfully thought out. I mean, as I said, I was a chicken, so I was
Yep, and she
afraid
saw
of the
the
back
opportunity
market.
and she
Yeah,
took it.
she saw the opportunity and take it. It's nothing that desperate or anything. It was just well calculated.
Yeah, good skills, good skills.
Yeah, good
And
skill.
Luis is saying at first the start was clean from his perspective, had a little contact with Sarah, went to the right, got overtaken, but it ultimately paid off as he got out of turn one in fourth after some laps battling. He was excited after he overtook Rahul for third, but one lap later, I think he had an incident with Avar regarding blue flags, which cost him a position, crashed him accidentally, I guess, when he put the throttle in too fast. After that, he had some problems with ping. Eventually, went being behind third. I think it lagged, and he crashed into the wall, teleporting him into the pits. So he kind of served his pit stop that way. He's saying, but he lost one lap, so became eighth. Got out of the pits with 100 liter, and later in the race it happened again. But he's quite happy, and could at least get some points with an eighth place finish. So yeah, congratulations for the eighth place finish. At least you're on the table in terms of points.
Yeah, most definitely. I know you were fighting hard with that ping. We'll take a look at it. In between the week before the next race, to get that sorted out. But other than that, you did a solid performance there. But yeah, I congratulate everyone for that race. I know it was it kind of went by quick if you think about it. It was a very very quick race. But yeah, we're going to be going back to very bigger open tracks, and yeah, I was saving this kind of announcement after this race specifically. But so as you guys know, after the 6 rounds, actually before I say that, so we're gonna run all 12 rounds with the same car. I know everyone put a lot of hard work into the liveries. I know when it comes to the car swaps that we were gonna do, if you absolutely want to get a different car, I guess you could talk to me about that. But if you, of course, that car would only come after round 6. So I would just say we should just all stick with the cars that we're in right now, and yeah, after that. When it comes to round 6, when we have our 1 week break, that's also the same week as the Daytona 500. So that's what we will be hosting. We'll be doing about 100 laps around Daytona. So yeah, that will just be 4 hour 1 week kind of break from this championship, and then
What, NASCAR?
yes. So yeah, just we haven't tried NASCAR before, so going back to our
In
roots.
100 meters, turn left.
Yeah. So yeah. After this race, I really wanted to see if a lot of guys had the patience to really go around in circles, because that's what really this track was, very simple. But yeah, that's just something to excite you guys. And then from round 6, we will obviously finish up our last 6 rounds and then our semifinal and final. But that's in a long time from now. But yeah, that is really just the big announcement that I gotta say. Other than that, I'll sign off the stream now. If you guys want to say a big thank you for everyone who's watching right now.
Thank you
Thank you,
guys.
everyone.
Hope we entertained.
Thank you, everyone. Hopeful to see you next week as well.
Okay, sweet. I'll end the stream off now, and I'll come back with the race replay.
I want to see that
Hello, everyone. I am back. Wow, that was a very interesting race, to say the least. A lot of battles. I will definitely give big credit out to Marlon Young. He had a solid race there, and yeah, I just got him from just from the undercut there, but he definitely had a great race. Same with Sára. If it weren't for the first couple of laps, and definitely not seeing Justin here, she would have definitely taken the lead of that championship. However, she has got points on the board, definitely points for the team, considering Claus DNF'd from that race. Good points for her. Even if it's just 1 point, are points at the end of the day. P3, Mathush, great race from him. Getting to P3. I know he was fighting in the top 5 a little earlier in the race and then falling back. But yeah, big congratulations to him. And then for the rest of the guys, it was a really good race from everyone. If you guys do want to get involved here with CMRSC, there's a Discord link in the description down below. It's one of the last links under all these social links. If you join that up, we'll get you all hooked up and set up. We'll get you a car. And yeah, you can be in this championship in a matter of seconds if you just join right now, even. Yeah, you can also just join the Discord to communicate with all the drivers, meet everyone. And other than that, it was a great race. A lot of battles, just like Austria. I know blue flags were a big part of this race, and a lot of people spinning out turn 1. But other than that, it was a very good race. So I do thank everyone who has been watching the stream from start to finish, or if you're literally just joining us right now as we're signing off. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Yeah, we'll see you all next week for the Dutch Grand Prix. We're going to Zandvoort next, and yeah, should be a very good race there. We're definitely going to see the likes of Justin Asir-back. I don't know about Tommi, Gore, Kurt Moss. We'll see from them. But yeah, other than that, fantastic racing from everyone. And I'll end the stream off here. So my name is Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, and I am signing off. Good night, everyone.
Inside my own world of make-believe, kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.